What's up? How's it going, guys? Testing out the Wi-Fi in my truck. So, we're planting corn right now. Hey, Nick. Hey, country boys. How we all doing? So, I promised someone that I would do a live stream from the field. And here it is. Yes, we are from Wisconsin. If it'll ever adjust. Maybe not. No, I guess not. Oh, there it goes. For some reason, this is super bright. Anyway. I was hoping that I could give you a shot of the planter over on the other hillside, but I can't. Planting is going pretty well. We just had one breakdown. Shear bolt, or shear pin broke. And I'm here with Jesse. Jesse.
What's up, everyone?
I don't have my normal two screens, so I can't see what I'm pointing the camera at, so. Yeah, we're actually done with corn. And the planting videos are just about to start. So. They're calling for rain right now. We got done with our beans in a good 3 days, is how long it took. So. Why did you put the seeder on the 4640? Because we use the 82 to run the VT. The 82 has four-wheel drive, which saves you a lot of time because you don't have quite as much slippage. So we tend to use the 82 for doing on the VT and the disc. We are from Potosi, Wisconsin. It's the 4640 on the planter. Garrison, I've hardly had time to make my own videos, let alone do a review on another tractor, so maybe sometime this summer. There we go. Jeez, Jesse, don't be such a stranger. I would like an 8360R. Don't have the cash around for one right now. Seriously, it's hailing in Iowa? That's actually kind of the reason why I wanted to start the live stream, because I wanted to ask people over there what it's doing, because we're out in the middle of nowhere and
Hasn't done anything yet.
There's no way in heck I'm getting my truck stuck out in the hail. So I think by the time it hits us, though, we should be pretty well set. I'll be able to pull out with the seed tender, so. I put in 71 acres of beans. Just myself. I'm not sure what Travis's red Angus idea is. He hasn't talked to me about that. You're looking at a wall cloud in eastern Colorado? Well, I'm glad you can keep it out in eastern Colorado. Yep. Yeah, I don't. Once Travis comes around to the planter, try sticking the. Why do you not put the VT on the 46? Because the 46 doesn't do quite as well with tillage because of the slippage. I actually do plan on making more videos with my cattle. I actually have already made some with them, so just haven't gotten caught up. Probably never going to plant wheat for the foreseeable future. How's the connection, by the way? I'm running off the truck's Wi-Fi, so hopefully I won't. Okay, you don't have to. Now I'm just. There we go. Travis is going around us right now. What are my thoughts about no-till? Well, I don't like it. The reason being because you get this. You might not be able to see it. I don't know. Once the sun goes down a little bit more, maybe you'll be able to see it. Look at all that residue. Sure, you can get row cleaners like we have, but then what happens is the row cleaners throw the trash to the side, and then over time it just kind of covers up the seed. You're only supposed to plant the seed 1 to 2 inches deep, and then here's Travis. Oh, there he goes. I'm using my laptop, which is not something that I normally use. I'm sure there's a better way to mount this. GMC is my favorite truck brand. I've ridden in a Ford before and I didn't like it. When is there going to be another shipment of Rhino equipment? We actually already got the next and final piece of Rhino equipment. If you watch some of the videos that I've made recently, you'll know what it is. I just haven't had the time to do anything with it. We're going to start cutting hay as soon as the crops are in, which, if it doesn't start raining, could be tonight. I'll show you guys the radar. Hopefully you'll be able to see it. Hold on 1 second. Alright. So here's the radar. Hopefully you can see it. Now right there, we got some red. And it really doesn't look that bad. But you got to factor in that I've hardly ever seen this thing turn red in storms where you go on the Weather Channel and it looks red because it's heavy. So that's all headed down this direction. Let me see if I can switch over to the weather app. Partly cloudy and 82. So here's the radar. Yeah, look how red that thing is. I don't know if I can zoom in. Really can't? That's dumb. Oh joy. Yeah, that's gonna be here before 9. I don't care what they say.
It's already at.
Yeah, that's like about. Actually, it's already hitting Mississippi.
Probably like La Crosse.
Yeah, by La Crosse, it's hitting Mississippi already. Great. Perfect. So. I would like to try out a Challenger tractor. I was in one a while back, and I mean, from what I could tell, it seemed like a nice tractor, but it's one of those things where you'd like to get in it and actually run it. About 15, 20 minutes from Fenimore. What?
Yeah, 11 miles.
11 miles from Fenimore. Dad works at Rayovac. We have around 200 head of cattle. Oh man, this thing is making it warm in here. Whew. You're watching this in class? Show it to all your classmates. I like Jeep. They're built really heavily. I actually kept my car when I traded in, or when I got the truck. The reason being is because I didn't want to put all the miles on the truck for driving to the grocery store and all that other stuff. So. Yeah, I would like to go see Niagara Falls sometime. I'd like to ask Travis. How much he's got left. I am like crossing my fingers hoping that it doesn't rain by the time we're done, because we are so close to being done, it's ridiculous. What will you do with the old John Deeres? What old John Deeres? Like the 46 and the 4020? We still use them. Corn is knee-high in southern Georgia. Jeez. Corn is just starting to come out of the ground right now for us. Are you warm?
A little bit.
I'm warm. Come on. There we go. Alright. So we farm about 1,200 acres. Milk prices haven't affected us whatsoever. Mainly because we don't milk cattle anymore. Yes, we still have the Bobcat. I'm actually going to take you guys outside and walk around the... test some of the range on this Wi-Fi. Unfortunately, it's too freaking bright. I'm trying out some new stuff, so... let's see. No, that's not the way to do it. Sorry for the no, I can't seem to change the brightness settings. It's annoying. I'm gonna play around with it here and see if I can. Oop. Whoops. Control room. There we go. Nope, not what I meant to do. Oh well, whatever. I'll get back to answering questions. Maybe it'll be dark by the time I... Sorry about that. To be perfectly honest, guys, I couldn't tell you exactly how many acres of each crop we're putting in. Mostly because I don't have access to Travis and Dad's records, and you know, I guess I do have access to the crop maps, really, but I don't. We never go through and add up all of our acres, so, and it's really not that big a deal to us, so. Do you guys plan on getting another tractor on the same size as the 4020 or more like the 8235R? We need another higher horsepower tractor. I haven't gotten the gooseneck put in my truck yet. So. Basically, as far as going and making plans on buying tractors, we don't make plans on buying anything until we actually get serious about it. So, how much does the Earthmaster VT cost? Iowa Dairy Boys, good question. I want to say you can get one like we've got for 55,000. That's just throwing a number out there. I'm not planning on doing anything to mod the truck, at least for the time being, and I really don't have any plans at all in the near future. I actually did consider getting a light bar for the top, where the cab lights are, but I think they just look ridiculous, really, on trucks. So I let it be. I wouldn't say it's really funny to me that the 4440 used to be our big tractor. I find it more, I guess you could say, ironic that I guess you could say it's more ironic that it has become like a chore, like that would be a chore size tractor for us, and it makes you realize, you know, growing up, the 4440, oh man, that's such a big tractor. But you actually get out and start seeing the other kind of tractors that they have, it makes you realize just how small 4440 really is. We have about 200. We have about 200 head of cattle. I just never show them all in the same place. Would you come to the UK and buy a tractor and export it back like Wes has? Probably not, because I'm not as schooled in how well they are. Oxbeam's Instagram page is gone? Really? Oh, I didn't notice that. Think it'll be knee high by the 1st of July, like the saying is. Yeah. Usually the corn here, when it's supposed to be knee high by the 4th of July, it's usually like shoulder high. So. Yeah, I would like a bigger tractor to run a bigger disc. And to be perfectly honest, I am. This will be the first place I'll admit it. After running the VT this spring, I am starting to have a little bit of a regret not getting the 30-inch or the 30-foot Earthmaster VT. Just because we're starting to combine these strips, and it kind of makes you just want to like stab your eyes out for how long you're just sitting and going back and forth over the same spot. Yeah. Even Travis said that. Yeah, with the 630 disc, it seems like it takes forever. Even though the VTA actually, I think it is just a little bit wider than the 630. So, I don't know. We had about 40 hay acres, but we have a ton of pasture. What tractor would you want if you were to buy one? Honestly, I would consider getting like an 8360 or a smaller chore tractor. But realistically, if it were me buying one, it would probably be an older one. Really. Like I was looking at a 4960 there for a while, but people said that they have a lot of front end issues, so I don't know. Probably like a 7430 or something. I don't know. We are about 5 miles north of the farm. Pretty good. Yeah, actually, there's a farm over here, like right over the hill. They were chopping corn, or not chopping corn. They were chopping hay this afternoon. You know, that's actually a pretty good idea. I was considering getting a grill for the front of the truck because of the high amount of deer population in our area. But yeah, a light bar would go pretty good on the grill. So, or not on the grill, but on the brush guard. How did you learn all you know about farming? Just from experience and from what I learned going to college too. I learned a lot, but you learn stuff on the farm that you can't learn in college, and then you'll learn stuff in college that you can't learn on the farm. So it's good to dip your toes into both. Yeah, we haven't really had to mess too much with soil pH in the past. Whenever we've gone and gotten our soil tests done, it's been sitting quite comfortably. So, okay, that's been 20 minutes ago. Why hasn't this updated yet? I'm watching the storms roll in. They're actually coming up from behind me. Yeah, yeah, it's getting pretty dark back there. So, the oats is looking very good, actually. I haven't posted any pictures of it anywhere, but it's growing very nicely.
It hasn't.
What?
It hasn't moved.
It hasn't moved? Good. Yeah. It actually has moved. It's come down more. Dude, why do you ignore my comments? Dude, I'm sorry. I don't know what it was. I'm not a cowboy, I'm a farmer. My snap is how farms work, no spaces. You ever thought about getting a four-wheeler tractor? You mean like an articulate? Yes. Not really what we need right now, but if we continue expanding, then yes. Would a John Deere 7810 be something in the horsepower range you would consider, or bigger than that? Or what about the 8000 series around the age of the 7600? If it were me, it'd probably be something like a 7820. If I was going to be, I wouldn't probably go, well, it depends when I would buy it. If I were to go out and consider it right now, then I would look at a 7810. I really would. I was looking at 8210s about a few months ago before I bought the truck, and they're ridiculously priced. I'm loving it. Too fast, 65. Sorry, Bobby Bong. Should have asked it, because then I would have answered it. I have a major in ag business with a minor in soil and crop science. I have my bachelor's. Tornado in Iowa?
Oh, it might miss. It might miss.
It might miss. You think so?
It's like, there's Decorah, there's Prairie, and it's like,
Really?
I don't know, it might.
I hope so. What we're planting today, actually, we've planted 10 plus 11 plus 60 plus 40. So 111 acres of beans we planted today. Is that right? 60, 40, 11. 60, 40, 11, 111. Oh, wow, that's quite a bit. Jesse's in the truck here with me. How many weekly man hours of labor for your farm? No idea. And to be perfectly honest, I wouldn't know how to keep track of that. I've considered, like, tracking it, but it's just hard to say. Tornado in Iowa.
There's over 4,000 lightning strikes in that area.
Really? Tell you what, I'm going to be speeding out of here once we're done. David, I'm sitting in it. Were you able to teach Dad and Travis anything from what I took from college? Oh yeah, I think so. Don't really remember so much of it right now, but like whenever I would have classes or something, I'd come home and I'd be like, "Oh, this plan is this. This plan is this," and we'd learn about like what things are typically better for the ground and what you want to avoid and stuff like that. And I'd come home and I'd talk to them about it. I feel like we've applied some of this stuff too, so. Any future plans to direct market the cattle with a good local locker, best sample grass-fed pasture beef at the party, set up an online order with cut sheets, enroll at the open house, consumable? No plans right now. However, that is something that I would consider if people were interested, or if I could find a place that was interested, I would consider selling our beef straight to there. Thanks, Too Fast 65. GoPro Hero 3 and 4 are pretty good, and they're probably pretty cheap now since they're not making them anymore. Do you have any quick hitches on and off your equipment? Connects everything, even the PTO. No. I went to UW Platteville. Photography business is going good. Just had a wedding shoot last weekend, and I got, well, the weekend before last, and I got another one this weekend. How many cows do we have in the steer lot? At my place, that's pretty good. 30? 40? I want to say it's between 30 and 40. Would you ever plant beans with tillage? Yes, we would. And we have. What is the most amount of hours on a tractor? The 4640 has about 4,000 on the overhaul, which it's hard to tell how many hours it's got on it. The 4020, Lord knows. Lord knows how many hours that has. It's probably, the 4020 is probably the winner. Thanks, Adam. Yep, I'm in my truck right now. How is the DJI Mavic? Do you use the Follow Me Assistant? Yes, I do. I sent all of the drone, actually both drones back. Except for this one. For some god-awful reason, I cannot destroy this thing. Whoops, got my... So, as many of you know, last fall I crashed my Phantom 3, and I just kind of left it be until the spring when we had I was actually up flying the drone, and I set the controller on the back of Travis's truck on the bumper, and we were loading corn seed into the planter, and I was putting corn seed into it. Travis dropped the tailgate on the truck right on the controller, which caused the controller to spaz out, and the drone took off. Somehow I managed to get it back. I don't know. It was acting strange. I mean, I couldn't control where it was flying or anything, but I managed to just kind of like bring it back down with the joysticks. I recentered the joysticks on the Mavic, and then I said later that day, let's see if it'll work. And it worked great for the first 20 minutes we were using it. When on the controller, one of the antennas broke off, so I had roughly half about the amount of range that I usually do, and I didn't realize that, like I should have figured, until it was down over the hill, and it was flying backwards, and I lost control of it, and it continued on the course that I was telling it to go on when I lost connection with it. Problem is, I told it to start increasing altitude, and it didn't do it, and it backed right into a tree. So, come in a few days ago, I took my old trusty rusty DJI Phantom Vision 2 Plus out, and same kind of deal happened. This thing doesn't have very good range on it either. Flying same field that I crashed the Mavic on. I was flying it alongside the planner, and lo and behold, I told it to increase altitude again. Probably a good 10 seconds before anything bad could have happened. I mean, I was looking ahead, and it said connection lost. I just held the flight, well, the stick forward to increase the height, and it never increased the height. So what happened was the arm of the planner went smack dab and hit the props over here. So I got to replace that prop, but I've been scared to fly this thing back up again. And after crashing, I noticed that this thing doesn't have any damage. I've crashed this thing like probably 3 or 4 times now, and all the crashes, no damage. But the Phantom 3 and the Mavic, the only times that I've crashed those, I've totaled them out. So.
Crap. Alley-oop.
Plug that in for me, will you, Jesse? There you go. Plug that in here. Gotta plug my computer in because the battery. This computer's like, I got it in 2011, so the battery on it's dead.
I think it hasn't shipped. It just keeps like.
Keeps coming
It's
down.
gonna just the green.
Yeah, it's gonna hit us.
That'll be it.
Oh, maybe the green
The
one.
green.
I don't know. We'll see. I played some Farm Sim 17. Don't have a lot of time to play. Oh man, I hope I'm not getting sick again. I swear.
Sorry.
If you got me sick
I'm sorry.
right after I got over it,
I'm sorry.
I
I want to be over it.
ugh.
I'll be dusty.
I don't have any allergies that I know of. I used to when I was a kid, but I got over them. This just started. This is a lot of talking that I've done since I've gotten sick, so my voice isn't used to talking this much, and I'm starting to get like a tickling sensation in the back of my throat, so it's hard to talk. Yeah, I already sent my 2 drones in this last week to get fixed, and hopefully they'll be back relatively soon. It's supposed to take between 2 and 4 weeks, so. Ugh. We don't have much deer damage. We'll start cutting hay as soon as the weather clears up after we finish putting the crops in. We are from southwestern Wisconsin. Are you guys going to purchase any more land anymore? Any more land anytime soon? Land really doesn't come up for sale very often around here. If a good spot came up for sale, I would try to buy some, but oh. You almost done planning? I'd say we're over halfway done with this last field, and then we'll be done planting. So I'm really behind on videos, mostly because I've been doing a lot. I haven't had a lot of time to be putting out videos 4 times a week like I've been hoping. I want to do that this week and start getting the habit of putting out 4 videos a week again, but I just haven't been. I mean, you get home at 9 o'clock. By the time you're ready to sit down and start working on videos, it's 10:30, and by then you're just ready to go back to bed. So you guys actually want to go to an interesting website if you're going through these storms right now. Go to lightningmaps.org, and you can actually see all of the lightning strikes in real time. I do it all the time whenever it's thundering. I go and check it out, and it's cool to see them like
Holy crap.
pop up. What?
Oh my god.
Duh. Hello. Yep. Okay. Okay. All right. Bye. Wow. Okay. Let's try this. I'm gonna have to call this one quits for now. Maybe you'll find out what just happened in another video, or in this video that comes out. So I'm gonna call this video quits, guys.
Stay tuned.
Stay tuned. How far is it from the furthest spots in your farm? Like where I'm at now, we're half hour on the tractor away from the other farthest point. So, all right, I gotta get going, guys. So, me and Jesse will catch you later. We gotta go do something real quick.
Later.
So, thanks for watching. Be sure to check out all of our other videos. You know the drill. And also, be sure to check out our website, howfarmswork.com. And
We'll see you next time.
check out the Farm Day tab. So, see you next time, guys.